across midfield. He's at the 30. It's a fun race at the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Touchdown, Fayetteville!
Purple Dog football is on the air.
It's good! It's good! With 4 seconds to go!
Home of the 6-time state champion Fayetteville Bulldogs.
Purple reigns again. Wow.
Purple Dog football is presented by Alex Baldwin State Farm. Fayetteville's #1 auto insurer is on the web at callalexbaldwin.com. And by Ozarks Go, offering high-speed, reliable, multi-gig internet for Northwest Arkansas. Purple Dog football is also brought to you by Crane Buick GMC Springdale, Mellow Mushroom, Autoplex Collision Repair, United Country NWA Real Estate, Bank of Fayetteville, and by Crossover Hardware and Rental, Dana Boring Eagle Bank Mortgage, Nutriment, Everett Infinity of Northwest Arkansas, Jeremy Forbes Anchor Point Financial, Square One Trust Incorporated, Fayetteville Auto Park Toyota Chevy, First Community Bank, David's Roofing, and Wright's Barbecue. Now let's get you out to the field. With color analyst Blair Cartwright, here's the voice of Purple Dog football, Matt Jones.
And we welcome you into Harmon Field for tonight's game between the Fayetteville Purple Dogs and the Bentonville Tigers. Kickoff coming up at the top of the hour here in Fayetteville. Beautiful night, maybe the last warm night we're going to have for high school football with that cold front coming in tomorrow, but it should be a wonderful night here as the Purple Dogs look for what we wouldn't usually call it an upset win if Fayetteville or Bentonville beat one another, but with the way things have gone for Fayetteville, with the way the Purple Dogs are beat up right now from an injury standpoint, beating Bentonville tonight at 6-0, that would certainly classify as an upset for the Purple Dogs. They're without several defensive starters in this game who have been banged up over the last several weeks. Fayetteville offensively, they look pretty good, although Caleb Johnson, their running back, that's what we're going to be watching tonight. He's going to be a game-time decision for this game. You'll hear Casey Dick talk about that here in just a few minutes. Bentonville, they're as dominant as they've been in quite some time. They've really been laying it on teams this year. They've won their last 2 games by shutout, beating Fort Smith Northside 2 weeks ago and then beating Rogers Heritage last week. I don't know that the Tigers have played an offense as good as Fayetteville's, and for Fayetteville, the hope tonight is that you can just score with Bentonville. Defensively, the Purple Dogs are beat up, but offensively, they've been very good. Fayetteville with a 62-30 win last Friday night against Fort Smith Northside. That was the 3rd time this year that Fayetteville scored at least 55 points in a game. We'll talk it over with Fayetteville coach Casey Dick coming up here on the Fayetteville Purple Dog pregame show. First, a word from our sponsors.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
We're here with Casey Dick, the Fayetteville coach. Played Bentonville tonight. This is always kind of one of those games that you circle on your calendar when the season begins. What's the mood around the building right now?
I think it's great. I think our guys have, kind of like you said, it's one that everybody has circled. I think our guys have done a great job in preparation. We've talked about multiple keys that, this game's meant to be played with emotion, but we can't do it so emotionally out of control that we aren't able to do what we need to do. So we talked to them about the first 5 minutes, but also having emotional control throughout the game. To be able to handle all the stuff that they're going to throw at us, and hopefully some things will bounce our way, and we'll come out tonight and play a really clean and good football game.
Obviously, injuries are playing a big factor this year with your team. A lot of starters out, obviously. Like how do you guys handle that? And what do things look like from a health point tonight?
Just kind of the next man up mentality. It's part of the sport, part of the game that we also have to play. And our kids, those guys that have gotten in there have gotten consistently better. That's all we can ask them to do is, show up every single day, put your head down, go to work, learn, be the best you can be. Whatever happens out there on the field happens. But they've approached every day with a great attitude, approached every single day with great work ethic, continue to get better, continue to make strides. And, some of those kids are young. Some of them are older guys that haven't played in, where they're in a variety of roles. So it's kind of new to obviously a large majority of them, and some of those, injuries that you're alluding to affect more than one person, because maybe we got to take a guy and move him to a different position and then move a different guy to a different position. So, it's kind of like a puzzle piece that's constantly arranging yet. So I don't know. We may have played one game with everybody out there that's, in the correct spot that we started in the beginning of the year. So like I said, but they've done a great job, continue to show up every single week, get better, and that's what we can ask for.
A lot of those injuries are on defense. It kind of feels like with this team right now, you have to outscore teams, but it feels like you really have to have your offense clicking at a high level right now.
We do, and that's just part of, it's part of what happens. If there's situations and things that are kind of out of our control, our kids understand, know, and like I said, they come to work every day and they go out there and they practice, and they're high energy, and they have, they great mindset, and that's what we're asking. We understand that every time we get the ball is going to be going to be an important possession, and Hank understands that. Our receivers know that. Our linemen know that, and they're aware of those circumstances and situations as well.
Your offense has scored 55 points or more 3 times this year. Are you happy with the production you're getting on that side?
We are, and I think it's getting better, just because everybody's having an understanding of what we're asking them to do. Obviously, year 1 to year 2 and Coach V, and obviously Hank is growing weekly and really understanding, where the ball's supposed to go, but, dictated off coverage. That's one thing our guys really had to learn. From the past was, we'll call the play and they'll rotate or move somebody different, a different direction or a different area. And somebody that didn't get the ball, last year or a couple years ago is now getting the ball just because that's where coverage is dictating. You'll see that when Caleb Johnson's out there, he's caught some balls just because of what defenses are doing and other receivers. So I think it's just a tribute and a testament to, those guys coming out every single day, and really working and taking care of the ball. And that's the other thing that's helped us is we, knock on wood, limited some turnovers, and being able to move the ball down the field.
We'll have more with Casey Dick in just a moment. This is the Purple Dog pregame show on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
You mentioned Hank Hendricks earlier. To me, his deep ball looks as good as Drake Lindsey's did at this time in his life when he was a junior in high school. And I thought Drake may have had the best deep ball that I've ever seen. What's the key to being able to throw a good deep ball the way that Hank does?
Just got to have great touch, and I think that's what he has. He understands those guys and giving them a chance to go make a play on the ball. Understands that, when it's thrown high enough, it doesn't necessarily have to be the perfect ball, and give his guys a chance to go make the play. And that's what he really understands is, hey, if I just kind of put this where it's supposed to go, they'll make a great play on the ball, or, it'll be we've seen it too. He's thrown some, let's just call it what it is, some perfect balls, over the top, and those guys have made great catches. So I think it's a combination of both, but he just has great touch and understanding of where it's supposed to go.
When you have a quarterback who can throw it like he does, and you have the type of speed that you do at receiver, how do you strike a balance between going to that well too often and, wanting to call it so many times a game?
I don't know if you can go to it too often, that's kind of our identity right now is, how like you said, how much do we go to it while still trying able to, run the ball respectively enough to keep people in there as well. So I think there's obviously a fine balance, but obviously at the end of the day, you got to rely on your strengths of what our kids do well. And certainly Hank is kind of the one that makes that go for us. And then at the end of the day, put your kids in position to go execute and win the ball game.
Bentonville, they look like they're really good again this year. What have you seen from them on film? What are the challenges that they present tonight?
I think everybody will see it tonight. They're probably resemble what Bentonville has looked like on offense, but throw the ball more explosive than what they have been in the years past, just because they are throwing the ball more. Have 3 really good receivers in Conrad and Prevo and in Trey, and then Cole does a great job of really spreading the ball around to those guys and taking what the defense does. So we'll have to make sure we keep obviously a top on the defense and keep everything underneath us as far as that goes. And then when we have the opportunity, we got to make some open field tackles and then obviously maintain the edge on defense.
With your running game, Caleb Johnson hadn't been able to play last most of the last 2 games. What's his status for tonight, and what have you seen from Terrence Garden? And obviously, there's a lot of potential there, but where is he right now in his development?
Yeah, Caleb will kind of be a game-time decision for us. He's another one recovering from a high ankle injury for the last couple of weeks. So we'll try to get him in there if he's able to go. If not, it'll be obviously Terrence. But Terrence is just one of those young kids that we're referring to that got a lot of ability. He's learned a lot from Caleb. Caleb's been a great mentor for him and really helping him along. But he's got a lot of explosive ability. He's got some side-to-side ability as well. He's really been working on, where he's supposed to fit, really kind of the vision of the holes and the gaps and stuff, of understanding what we're doing. And that'll come with the reps. He just hasn't been in there as much as Caleb has. Obviously, he's still a young sophomore. So, had a big game for us last week, and I think it's good for him to get in there, get his feet wet, and obviously continue to play.
You snapped a losing streak last week by beating Northside. Did that change the mood around here at all?
It's always great when you go out and get a win. It wouldn't matter who it was. As I told our kids, there's things that we did really, really well against Northside, and there's obviously things like from any football game that you look at and you can clean up and be better at. And one of those, obviously, when you watch the tape, is limiting the explosive plays. We were dealing with situations of trying not to be too aggressive on obviously getting out. They were trying to get the ball outside on the run, and we got to be a little bit more disciplined with our DBs. But for the most part, I was happy with the way that our special teams played overall well, getting some onside kicks, covering the kicks, and making some game-changing momentum plays for us there. And then I thought our execution as an offense was pretty high for the most part, and did a great job of really driving the ball and making big plays.
Casey, good luck tonight. When we come back, Blair Cartwright will rejoin me in the press box. This is the Purple Dog pregame show on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
And we're back in Harmon Field as we're about 7 minutes away from kickoff between Fayetteville and Bentonville. Purple Dog players are lining up over in their locker room, about to come out of the tunnel on the south side of Harmon Field. Bentonville players not quite out either. There's a pink out here tonight at Harmon Field. Both student sections participating in this during the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Fayetteville players are in their purple jerseys tonight, white helmets, purple helmets and white pants. Bentonville wearing the all white with the black helmets tonight. Fayetteville, they've been really good at home, Blair, over the last several years, really. You go back to the year that they finished state runner-up to Bryant. They don't lose a whole lot of games here at Harmon Field. They did lose here 2 weeks ago to Rogers in a game that you wonder about how that might have gone different had they gone for 2 at the end of the game instead of an extra point, but that's water under the bridge at this point. I think what Rogers showed last week, though, or 2 weeks ago, is that they are very competitive here. And, a thought that I had yesterday was that we haven't seen a whole lot of upsets in Fayetteville games over the years. If Fayetteville's the favorite, they usually win. If the other team's the favorite, they win a lot of times. This would certainly be a nice night for Fayetteville to pull off an upset, because a lot of people think that Bentonville could pull away tonight.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's close. And then I was reading in the paper, everybody thinks it's going to be a pretty close game. So, we'll see. Fayetteville's a little banged up, but you know what? Like the coaches have said, it's next man up mentality. That's why you play the game. You never know what's going to happen. I don't think you have to say a whole lot to anybody in purple to get them excited about playing Bentonville. This is a game you kind of circle on the calendar as soon as the schedule comes out. So I would expect the Dogs to come out strong, focused. They're not at full strength, but you know what? next man up. Let's go. Let's roll.
I went into the facility a little earlier today, and I mean, they had the music cranking. You can tell the energy is good around the building. Now, we'll see what happens once, things kick off and the flow of the game begins. But I was encouraged in the last couple of days. It feels like the vibe is good around the team. And sometimes you get off to a 3-3 start, and that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, all the pressure's on Bentonville because, they're the favorite, so to speak. So I think for Fayetteville, that's kind of a good thing. You can be a little loose, be a little relaxed. Hey, let's go have fun. See the coaches on the sideline right now walking around, smiling. I mean, everyone's written you off in a sense, so you've got nothing to lose. So that's perfect. All the pressure's on them. Let's come out, hit them in the mouth, see how they respond, and get some momentum, keep the crowd in the ball game, and you never know what's going to happen.
Captains tonight for the Purple Dogs. We see Hank Hendricks walking out, Katavian Taylor, Will Caston, and Will Price. Looks like Grayson Jerry is going to be a captain for this game tonight. He's not playing. You see him wearing his number 5 there for the Purple Dogs tonight.
That's quite a 4.
Yeah. For Bentonville across the way, their captains tonight, DeQuan Prevost, Julian Grundy, he's their tight end. You'll probably be hearing his name quite a bit. Eli Pearson is a captain, and Aiden Muff is another captain for the Tigers. Again, Bentonville undefeated. They lost in the state championship game 3 years in a row. Of course, one of those was to Fayetteville 2 years ago down at War Memorial. Fayetteville has not lost to Bentonville here at Harmon Field since 2019. Beat them here in 21,
Wow.
beat them here in 23.
Yeah, I mean, you just never know. It's been a pretty it's always been a competitive ball. Well, not always, but for the most part, it's been a competitive ball game. It's always been a good series. So we'll see. The interesting decision is going to be who wins the toss if you take or defer. Because I think this is one of those games you want the ball, you want to take the lead.
Yeah, I would think so.
Make them chase you all night long. Chase points. Pretty good crowd from Bentonville's made their way down. Folks still filing in. A lot of folks on the Fayetteville side as well. So great atmosphere. Always a great atmosphere at Harmon Field. But it has the feel of a big game.
Kind of interesting. The feeling in this game has flipped from last year. Remember, Fayetteville went into this game last year. They were 5-1. And Bentonville was 3-3 because they had not played that great in non-conference. They played a very tough non-conference schedule.
Yeah.
But it's kind of turned on its ear a little bit this year.
Yeah.
And Bentonville won that game as a 3-3 team last year.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is one of those games, throw the records out. I mean, it's going to be physical. It's going to be tough. You're going to be challenged. There's going to be adversity. How do you respond? It looks like Fayetteville won the toss. They're going to defer.
Steve Schrum is our referee tonight. So the Purple Dogs will go on defense first. Be back with the opening kickoff in just a moment. This is Purple Dog football.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Now we're back here in Harmon Field. Lights are flashing as Fayetteville and Bentonville get ready for their runouts onto the field here. We got some pyrotechnics out on the field for Fayetteville tonight. They're pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, this is cool. And I love how the lights reflect off the trees off the far away. I mean, that's really cool.
Reflect off of all the cranes surrounding Harmon Field, too.
Yeah.
I was out here earlier today, Blair. In almost every direction that you look, you can see a crane. You've got one building, a parking garage for the high school. You've got one over here that's just appeared as the Purple Dogs take the field. But yeah, it's feels like a little like Frisco around here right now.
Yeah. Not whooping cranes either. These are construction cranes.
Yeah. Fayetteville ran out behind those flagpoles, by the way, that were custom made by Brandon Wine, owner of L&L Metal Fabrication. Flagpoles are fabricated aircraft aluminum. Brandon and L&L are proud supporters and sponsors of Purple Dog football.
I bet their flagpoles aren't as sturdy as ours.
Got to take the advantages everywhere you get them, right?
Exactly.
So kind of an interesting decision there by Fayetteville to kick the ball away first. I mean, you're going to get the ball first in the first or the second half, but
yeah. Well, you know, I would love to know if there's analytics behind that.
Yeah.
Because analytics has become such a big part of the game now. But the Dogs looking sharp in the purple tops and the purple helmets with the reflective Bulldog sticker. That looks awesome under the lights.
Ethan Farthing is going to kick this away for Fayetteville. You know, I messed up last week on the opening kickoff whenever Ethan kicked away. It wasn't Jack Billings, like I said, and Fayetteville recovered the opening kickoff. Ethan actually handled every kickoff last week when they played Fort Smith Northside.
Interesting, they have 3 guys at the 25 and 3 at the 10. I don't know that I've ever seen a returning team have that many guys deep.
It's a little bit different of a look than I saw last week whenever they were playing Rogers Heritage and they only had 1 back deep. And this will be returnable from the 20 out across the 25, the 30, 35 out to the 39-yard line for the Tigers. On the return, Mason Meyer. And so Fayetteville will come out on defense. That opening kickoff brought to you by Square One Trust Incorporated, focused on providing a quality product with quality services. Square One Trust Incorporated is a proud supporter of Purple Dog football. You can learn more at squareonetrust.com.
Well, I guess it does make sense to have that many people back, knowing how Fayetteville likes to sky kick it, and most everybody does now.
Cole Slepecki is the quarterback for Bentonville. We actually saw him play in this game 2 years ago here in Fayetteville when they had their starter get hurt. He came in that game that Fayetteville won 42-21. On first down, he turns around, gives it to Ficklin, and they're going to throw deep on a flea flicker, and it is incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver, Blair Irvin. There is a flag out on the field. Slepecki took a big hit as he let it go. And we got to see what the flag is about. C.J. Bailey was back in coverage for Fayetteville.
Looks like it's on Bentonville. Yep.
So a holding penalty against the Tigers will move them back 10 yards. In Fayetteville, they dodge a bullet. We saw Northside last week hit a lot of passes over the top of Fayetteville. Now, they're a little bit different, Northside is, because you never knew who was going to throw the ball for them.
Well, their quarterback was out, so yeah.
They threw it from the tight end, the receiver, the running back. I think the tackle would have thrown a pass if they could have figured it out. Second down and long, or first and long here for the Ticklin Ficklin gets it, goes right side across the 40, 45, midfield at the 45 of Fayetteville and cut down on the Purple Dog sideline. Ficklin can move. He is really good, and Bentonville's going to pick up the first down with a 25-yard run.
He has been a thorn in our side.
First quarter brought to you by Crossover Hardware and Rental, your local hardware. First and 10 for the Tigers at the Fayetteville 45-yard line. Slepecki brings a tight end in motion over to his left. Takes the snap, rolls to his left, throws. That pass is caught at the 35 and going to be taken down quickly right around the 34-yard line. It was Connor Schmitz with the catch. They'll give him the 33. Brady Nelson took him down. It's a 12-yard gain and a first down for the Tigers.
Took advantage of us playing off the receiver a little bit there.
Two receivers to the right side, one to the left here for the Tigers, and move a tight end in motion over to the right. Off the left hash, Ficklin stands next to Slepecki in the shotgun. Down to 10 on the play clock. They take the snap, play action. Slepecki going deep downfield. He's got a receiver wide open. Touchdown Bentonville. They made that look easy. Daquan Prevost with the catch. And the Tigers strike about 35 seconds into this game.
Not sure what happened there. Defensive breakdown, though. He was all alone in the end zone. Again, this is a little different offense than we've seen in the past because Dannenhauer's now the head coach at Harbor, so they've got a new offensive coordinator. It's a little different look.
18th touchdown of the season for Slepecki. On to attempt the extra point is Kylie Sally, and her extra point is good. Bentonville strikes first. The Tigers lead Fayetteville 7-0. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
The GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC of Springdale gives you that winning feeling when you get huge Crane cash discounts on the best selection of new high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Be the Crane cash champ and save on new Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, Encores, and more. All backed by the Crane commitment, including a 100-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now that's winning. That's the GM Giant. Crane Buick GMC of Springdale. Shop Crane Buick GMC of Springdale.com.
And we're back at Harmon Field, and Purple Dogs trailing Bentonville 7-0 with 11:25 to play in the first quarter. Tonight's broadcast of Purple Dog Football presented by Alex Baldwin State Farm, Fayetteville's #1 auto insurer, and by Ozarks Go, a telecommunications subsidiary of Ozarks Electric Cooperative, offering high-speed, reliable, multi-gig internet for Northwest Arkansas.
4 plays, 59 yards on that drive for the Tigers.
If you're Fayetteville, you knew you were going to have to score a lot of points tonight, most likely to be able to have a chance in this game. And after that first drive, it certainly seems like that's going to be the case. Puga is their kickoff specialist, and his kick will be fielded at about the 23-yard line by Jay Bernavent. Or a correction, that was Sage Anderson with the fair catch. So Fayetteville will start 1st and 10 from its own 24-yard line. Again, the Purple Dogs offense hasn't been a problem for them this year. They did have the hiccup against Bentonville West when they had 5 turnovers, but otherwise, Blair, they've held on to the ball. They've scored a lot of points, and they've had to.
Yeah, and Hank has been very accurate in throwing the ball. We'll see if he can hook up with Katavian early on.
First down here for the Purple Dogs from their own 24. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Hendricks takes the snap. Play action, quick pass out left side. It is caught by Whitlow across the 25, and he'll get forward to about the 30.
Nice.
So one of the things we were watching for was whether or not Caleb Johnson would be able to play. He was not in there on that first snap. Terrence Garden in as the Purple Dogs running back. And so the indication is that Caleb, who committed to Arkansas Tech this week, may not be able to go. 7-yard gain to the 31, 2nd and 3. Garden's going to get the call, goes right side.
There he
Cuts
goes.
back to the
Look
left.
out.
He's got some room across the 40. Garden at the 45, and he's going to be slung out of bounds there. Nice run by Terrence Garden to give the Purple Dogs a First Community Bank first down.
And that's going to build his confidence, too. That was a really good run. Get him in motion early on. Get him in a rhythm.
Fayetteville shows tempo from its own 45. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Hendricks in the shotgun takes the snap, throws right side. It's a high pass, and it's incomplete. Katavian Taylor, the intended receiver, and Hendricks took a big hit as he let it go.
Yes, he did, but he bounced right back up.
Cam Thornton-Meade, one of their inside linebackers, hit Hank. Bentonville runs a 3-4 base defense, so 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. They've been running this for a long time. Jody Grant, their head coach, was a longtime defensive coordinator for Barry Lunny Sr. there. 2nd down, Garden gets the call. He'll go right side. A flag comes out as he gets forward to the 46 with a 1-yard gain.
We'll have to wait and see what this flag is. Don't like getting thrown by the referee from behind the play.
So Bentonville takes the penalty instead of taking the result of the play. If they would have taken the result of the play, it would have been 3rd down and 9. Jody Grant this year won his 100th game at Bentonville. He's got a 101-27 record there, Blair. But the one thing he does not have is a state championship. They've come awfully close many times, but that's kind of what their standard is there.
Yes, it is.
Hendricks throws to the right side on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Kenyon Johnson on a crossing route, and now it's going to be 3rd and long for Fayetteville.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. He succeeded Barry Lunny Sr. And has stayed there the entire time. I think a lot of people were surprised when he got elevated, and then he's lasted as long as he has.
Two receivers to the left side, one to the right here for Fayetteville on 3rd down and 20 from the Purple Dog 35. Hendricks in the shotgun. Takes the snap, play action. Bentonville brings blitz. He throws. It is caught by Katavian, but well short of the first down. He's going to be taken down at the Fayetteville 45. Hendricks took a hit. He does get up. That's good to see, but here comes the Purple Dog punt team.
Yeah, they're sending pressure, especially in a 3rd down and long situation like that. They're bringing pressure from the edge, and credit Hank for hanging in there, getting the throw off and taking the hit.
Here's a new punter for Fayetteville. This is Cade Rogers. We have not seen him punt in a varsity game. He's the quarterback for the JV team, and he's also their punter. Patrick Alexander lines up as the snapper. Cade gets the kickoff. He had a good night kicking the ball up at Bentonville in the JV game on Monday. This will take a Fayetteville roll, and Alexander will get down and down it at the 18-yard line. Bank of Fayetteville is a bank in your corner and a proud supporter of Purple Dog football. Bentonville will start first down here at its own 19-yard line. Purple Dog defense needs to come up with a stop after allowing that quick touchdown on Bentonville's first drive.
Yeah, we don't want to get down 2 scores early on out of the gate.
So Slepecki in the shotgun for the Tigers. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left, and now we've got a whistle and...
Oh, I think we've got music coming out of the PA is the problem.
Yeah, the music started, and now they're going to reset the play.
Is that a press box warning?
I don't know.
Instead of a sideline warning?
2 receivers right side, 1 to the left here for the Tigers from their own 19. Slepecki in the shotgun. Clamps his hands and takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Ficklin, goes left side across the 20, broke a tackle to the 25, and he'll go down at the 26. Brody Jones took him down for the Purple Dogs. It is a 7-yard gain.
You do not want him getting a big head of steam heading to the second level.
Clock running, 9:34 to play first quarter. The Purple Dogs trailing Bentonville 7-0. Tigers have got a different look here. They're going to go Wildcat. A quick pass out to the left side. It is caught and short of the first down marker, although a very nice spot was done. Prevo was the one who was in and threw the ball for Bentonville.
Wow, that was a different wrinkle.
Brody Jones took him down. They're going to give Bentonville a first down. They gave them a very favorable spot up at the 29-yard line. So first down, 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Slepecki back in as the quarterback. He moves a receiver in motion over to the right side. They hand it off to Ficklin. No. He's got room across the 35 and down to the 39-yard line before he's taken down. Will Price and Cole Mobley on the stop. Good to see Cole back tonight. He's been out with a high ankle sprain ever since the game down at Texas High last month. Cole, one of Fayetteville's better defenders.
3 carries, 41 yards for Ficklin.
2 receivers left side, 1 to the right on first down here for the Tigers. They bring Dunn in motion again over to the right side. Play action. Slepecki looking deep downfield, being pressured.
Get him.
And now he's going to go down. He's going to be taken out for a sack. Chris Anderson and Will Price converge and get him down back at about the 36. That'll be a loss of 3, and it'll bring up 2nd and 13.
Nice.
Credit him with a half sack, and for Will, that'll give him 2 sacks this year. First time that Chris Anderson's been in on a sack. 2nd and 13 for the Tigers. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left, a tight end to the right. Now they move that tight end in motion over to the left side. Slepecki takes the snap, hands it to Ficklin up the middle, across the 40, 45, broken tackle, and he'll be near the first down marker. Maybe a half yard to a yard short. They'll mark him down at about the 48. Will Caston took him down, and it'll bring up 3rd down and short. Clock runs under 7.5 minutes to play first quarter. Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 7-0. Tigers scored in 4 plays on the game's first drive, and then Fayetteville could not answer on its first possession.
Oh, they bring the big bodies in, but they take Ficklin out.
They took Slepecki out too.
And what do we got here?
I think we got a Fayetteville player with maybe blood on his jersey.
Yep.
C.J. Bailey's going to have to check out. And so Mike Stout's going to have to come in for him. So a third down and 1, and here's a Wildcat look for the Tigers. Run across midfield out to the 47-yard line. Cam Thornton Meade on the carry. And Bentonville moves the chains down to the 47. Cam Thornton Meade is a linebacker for them who they bring in for their Wildcat look.
Wow. Yeah, we're seeing stuff out of them offensively tonight we've never seen out of a Bentonville team.
Tigers marching their way downfield here after taking possession at the 19. They have first down at the Fayetteville 47. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Slepecki in the shotgun. Takes the snap, play action. He's looking downfield, being pressured from behind, throws, and that pass is incomplete. He had to let it go faster than he wanted to. Jax Tidwell was providing pressure. 2nd and 10.
Nice. Good coverage, too. Let's keep them backed up behind the chains.
Autoplex Collision Repair is committed to providing the best customer service through every step of the repair process. They've got locations throughout Northwest Arkansas. You can visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at the Fayetteville 47. They bring a receiver done in motion over to the left side. They throw right. That pass was incomplete and nearly intercepted. Schmidt's the intended receiver, and Nelson made a great attempt at it for Fayetteville. A good break on the ball, just couldn't quite get there.
I think he tipped it, though. All right, we got him backed up.
First time we've seen Bentonville in 3rd and long tonight. 3rd and 10 here at the Fayetteville 47. Tigers will move 2 receivers to the left side, 2 receivers to the right. Watch Blair Irvin, number 3. He's their receiver who's committed to the Razorbacks. Ficklin stays in as the running back. Ball's right in the middle of the field. They move Ficklin in motion out to the right. Slepecki takes the snap, being pressured, throwing deep downfield. He's got a receiver wide open. That's done, and it's a touchdown for Bentonville. Just beat Cole Mobley. Yeah. And the Tigers, with a 47-yard touchdown, have gone ahead by 2 scores.
Got behind him.
If you're Fayetteville, this was not how you wanted this game to start, obviously. It's one thing to get behind, but you don't want to be behind by 2 scores and chasing them so much. And we've seen that from Fayetteville a lot this year. They've just had to chase teams, and it wears them out toward the end.
Yeah.
And here's Sally's extra point. It is good. 6:07 to play in the first quarter. Bentonville leads Fayetteville 14-0. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started. When you have the support of a community, anything is possible. First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Mellow Mushrooms, home to great pizza, salads, and calzones, plus a full bar with 27 drafts on tap. They're locally owned and operated since 2008 at 1460 East Augustine Lane, mellowmushroom.com. Here's Puga on to kick it again for Bentonville, and it'll be short and returnable at the 19. Back out across the 25, the 30. Katavian Taylor, 35, and he gets hit hard on the Bentonville sideline. They've thrown a flag at the end of this.
Oh.
A lot of jawing between the 2 teams. Taylor, I thought he got hit late out of bounds, to be honest with you, Blair. Now, I don't think that's what the penalty is going to be for. No. But the Bentonville bench didn't make it easy for him to get out of there either.
No. Not a lot of love lost between the 2 programs.
There's a 21-yard return to the 39-yard line.
We may have multiple.
It looks like this may be on Bentonville. Yeah, they've called an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Tigers. Sam Dunn called for it, number 33. And so the big return and the 15-yard penalty sets Fayetteville up nicely here at the Bentonville 46. First down and 10, 6:01 to play first quarter. Purple Dogs trying to cut into a 14-0 lead for the Tigers. Hendricks in the shotgun on first down, throws out left side. The pass is caught. Whitlow is going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. And here's a good sign for Fayetteville. Caleb Johnson was the running back in on that play.
Oh, good. Yep, there he is, number 2.
Caleb, I mentioned this a minute ago. He committed to Arkansas Tech this week. He injured his ankle in the Rogers game a couple of weeks back early in that one, and you wonder how that might have gone different had Fayetteville had its senior running back. On second down, Hendricks takes the snap, throws, and that pass was almost picked. He was looking for Katavian Taylor, and the Tigers got their hands on it.
Kind of sailed on him coming out of his hand.
Evan Mole knocked it down for the Tigers. Third down and 10. Fayetteville hadn't moved the ball here since getting that big kickoff return and penalty.
Just one first down, 31 yards of offense unofficially for the Dogs.
4 wide here for Fayetteville. The ball's on the left hash, and now they've
going to inspect it. And we're going to look at it. Yeah, it looks like a football.
I guess Fayetteville's asked for a new football. They've thrown one in from the sideline.
All right, we'll replace it.
So 3rd and 10. Purple Dogs need to get to the Bentonville 36. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Hendricks in the shotgun with Johnson, his running back, takes the snap. Play action. Johnson picks up the blitz. He dumps it off across the 40, and a big hit on the Fayetteville sideline. Nicholson with the catch. He's going to be near the first down, but I don't think he's got it.
Yeah, it's going to be a little short.
Mason Meyer was the one who hit him hard. It's a 9-yard gain, and it brings up 4th and 1 for the Purple Dogs. No hesitation here. They leave the offense out on the field.
Yep.
They bring 2 tight ends in. Tyler Clark and Cade Bright. They line him up over to the right side of the formation. Johnson's the running back. Hendricks the quarterback. Now they move everybody in motion over to the left side. Hendricks takes the snap, hands it off. Caleb Johnson running left side, and he's not going to get there. I don't think. It's going to be close, but I think he's short, Blair. Does not look like he got a great spot.
No, it does not look like it.
And the Bentonville players think they have held, and it certainly looks that way from the spot on the field. Casey Dick saying it should be a first down for Fayetteville, but the spot.
And they're going to measure.
The spot does not look like he got there.
They're going to bring out the chains.
Fayetteville coaches tell the offense to stay out on the field. The Bentonville defense goes to the sideline.
Yeah, I don't like the way that spot looks.
I think he's about a half-yard short.
Yeah.
Ball is short of the 46-yard line, and to me it looks like the marker's right on, or the 36, I should say, and it looks like the marker's right on the 36.
Yeah. Jody Grant kind of stepped in front of it to try to get a bird's-eye view of it.
The chains will tell the story, but it looks like Bentonville has held here with 5:11 to play in the first quarter.
Well, now we got to get the chain aligned just perfectly on the 40 and then pull.
And Fayetteville short. It's going to be Bentonville's football.
Yeah.
United Country NWA Real Estate's been serving Fayetteville as well as Madison and Washington County since 1928, selling homes, farms, recreational properties, and land. They're a proud supporter of the Purple Dogs. You can visit them online at nwahomeandfarm.com.
Well, I would expect Bentonville's going to go for the jugular right here. They're going to go for a big play, so don't let anybody get deep behind you.
Tigers come out with 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Ball is almost at the 37-yard line. Slepecki in the shotgun. Ficklen's his running back. They move a tight end in motion over to the right side. On first down, they give it to Ficklin. Runs right. Broken tackle. He's got room across the 45. Midfield, 45 of Fayetteville. It'll be taken down at the Purple Dog 41. Will Price with the tackle. But a big gain of 23 here for the Tigers on first down.
That is their 8th first down of the ball game. And that gives Ficklin 53 yards on 4 carries.
And again, Fayetteville doesn't have a single first down.
No, we got one.
Okay. So at the 40, 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. First down on the first drive for Fayetteville.
But it's not enough. Yeah, we need much more.
Slepecki takes it, gives it to Ficklin, starts left.
There we go.
Goes back
the
to
ball's
right.
out.
And no, he
he
got
it back.
Yeah, he still got it. Jeremiah Williams flung him down. It's no gain back to the 40. Brings up 2nd and 10. Will Caston also went on the stop that time for Fayetteville.
Thought it was coming out. Looked like it was coming out. I think it started to come out, and he somehow held on to it.
4:09 and counting. First quarter, Bentonville leading Fayetteville 14-0. Tigers trying to maybe end this thing before it ever really gets going. 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the left side. Slepecki in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to pass. Good pocket. Throws deep downfield. He's got a receiver. Touchdown, Bentonville. And it was Mobley who got beat again. It was Irvin with the touchdown catch for Bentonville. And the Tigers with their 3rd big touchdown already of the quarter. 3 touchdown passes for Cole Slepecki. They've all been deep balls.
Yeah, I thought he might get a flag for kind of the, looked like he might have been a little taunting after the completion of the play.
Sally in for Bentonville to attempt another extra point, and this one is good. It's getting out of hand early. 3:47 to play in the first quarter. Bentonville leading Fayetteville 21-0. This is Purple Dog football.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of me banking. Member FDIC.
.347 to play in the first quarter. Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 21-0. If there's a sliver of hope here for Fayetteville, it's that they've been down by 21 multiple times this year and came back and tied or took the lead. It happened against Texas High, happened against Rogers. Now, they weren't able to finish either of those games, but they have proven to be resilient when they've been down, although Bentonville, I think they're maybe a little bit more complete team than either of those.
Yeah, and a little gear. 3 plays, 63 yards on that drive.
Puga's kick is going to go over Katavian Taylor's head into the end zone, and that will be a touchback. Fayetteville will start here at its own 20-yard line.
We need bottom line, got to have a score on this drive. Keep the crowd in it. Generate some momentum.
And Kendricks brings the offense out on the field. Caleb Johnson comes out as the running back. 2 receivers to both sides for the Purple Dogs. Ball's right in the middle of the hash. On first down, Hendricks takes the snap, looking to throw. 3-man rush. Right side, it is caught. Katavian Taylor has it. He won't get much. Out to the 28, maybe 29-yard line.
No yards after catch on that one. He was immediately surrounded.
So 9-yard gain. It brings up 2nd and a yard for Fayetteville. Clock runs with 3:23 to play first quarter. Purple Dogs down 21-0. Hendricks in the shotgun. Quick pass out left side off of play action. Whitlow's got it, and he's got room across the 40. Midfield, the 40 of Bentonville at the 35, the 30, and out of bounds inside the 25. Down to the Tiger 21-yard line. A First Community Bank first down on a big pass play to Charles Whitlow.
Very nice.
50 yards that time for the Purple Dogs.
6 of 9 for Hank, 35 yards.
That catch
sack cost him, yeah.
That catch puts Whitlow over 400 receiving yards this year.
Oh, whoops.
Fayetteville at the Bentonville 21. Hendricks takes it, play action, being pressured. Hit as he throws, and that pass was almost intercepted. Knocked down a camera tripod that was on the sideline.
Oh, wow.
Making a diving catch was Tristan Brown, or a diving attempt, I should say. Incomplete pass.
Okay, 6 of 10 for Hank, 93 yards. And Whitlow, 3 catches, 57. I had entered the stat wrong.
2nd and 10 here for Fayetteville. They've got receivers stacked to both sides. Johnson stays in as the running back. Now they move him out in motion to the right. Hendricks takes the snap, throws it out to Caleb Johnson. He just dropped it. Caleb had room to run out in the flat, but he dropped it. I think we may have a flag over here in front of the Fayetteville bench.
Well, what is it? Okay.
So a hands to the face penalty against Bentonville, and that'll give Fayetteville a first down. Eli Pearson, one of their outside linebackers, the guilty party. So it's a half a distance to the goal line. They put the ball down at the 11. Purple Dogs inside the Fayetteville Auto Park Toyota Chevy red zone. First down, 10 yards to go. Hendricks takes the snap. Play action. He rolls to his right.
A lot of room.
Looking. A flag comes out. Hank's going to tuck it and run, and he goes out of bounds at about the 5. But this flag is thrown where you think it might be a hold against Fayetteville.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're correct. Yep.
Right tackle Luis Perez called for the hold for Fayetteville. And so that'll move the Purple Dogs back 10 and back outside the red zone. 2:51 to play in the first quarter. Fayetteville trying to get on the scoreboard, down 21-0 here to Bentonville. It'll be 1st and 20 after the penalty yardage is marked off. Purple Dogs can get it first down at the 1. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right, and a tight end to the left. Hendricks takes the snap, pump fakes, throwing toward the end zone, one-on-one coverage, back corner throw, and it is caught and a touchdown. A flag came out, but Katavian Taylor made the catch. He was interfered with.
What a catch.
Wow, that's a phenomenal catch by Katavian. And the Purple Dogs obviously going to decline this penalty against Bentonville. I mean, that was a phenomenal, maybe one of the best catches we've seen this year.
He's had a few, hadn't he, this season? Okay.
So the pass interference obviously will be declined. Here comes an Anchor Point extra point for comprehensive wealth management called Jeremy Forbes at Anchor Point Financial, anchorpointadvisors.com. Ethan Farthing on to attempt it. They put the ball down. The kick is up, and it is good. Touchdown brought to you by Alex Baldwin State Farm, Fayetteville's #1 auto insurers, on the web at callalexbaldwin.com.
We got a flag. We got some flopping and some talking. There's another flag.
The second flag clearly going to be against the Bentonville player who was
something.
chirping the official. While they sort it out, we'll step away. 2:44 to play in the first quarter. Fayetteville down 21-7. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed Tender Bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Looking for homes in Fayetteville? Looking for a lakefront property in Northwest Arkansas? A cattle operation? Hunting land? We've got you covered. United Country NWA Real Estate relies on a proven blend of local expertise and national marketing to serve our clients. We've served Fayetteville since 1928 and proudly support our Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. Find your freedom with NWA Real Estate.
Back in Fayetteville, the Purple Dogs trailing Bentonville 21-7. The penalties, there were 2 of them, both on Bentonville
No, one was on Fayetteville.
No, they were both on Bentonville.
Oh, were they both on Bentonville? Okay,
They
my bad.
inadvertently pointed toward Fayetteville, but both
Okay.
were on Bentonville.
All right.
They called an unnecessary roughness penalty against Paxton Guidotti, and then they called an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Tam Thornton Meade. They said those two flags will be treated as one. I don't quite understand why that is, why they wouldn't mark off both.
Yeah.
Fayetteville going to line up here at the Bentonville 45, and you might need to watch a Fayetteville onside kick.
Yeah, I
right
would
here.
onside kick it here.
And there
we
comes the
go.
onside. It takes a big bounce, and they called the play dead. They blew the play dead.
Well, we got a flag over here on the far side.
Bentonville called a timeout.
Oh.
I think Bentonville, but
Well, okay, then what's the flag? They're
Blair,
just going to pick up the flag?
I think they gave him. I think they gave him a timeout after he had already started his approach toward the football. You cannot do that.
No. Well, why did they throw a flag, though?
I don't know.
Because the side judge on the Bentonville sideline threw the flag. And he's picked it up, but he threw a flag.
Kind of feels like Bentonville got away with one right there.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're Fayetteville, do you try to onside kick it again? You've lost the element of surprise.
Well, but they kind of had to figure we were going to do that with the ball at their 45.
So
And the
Bentonville's
sad
going
thing is, it had the hops that
Yeah.
you want an onside kick to have.
So Bentonville's overloaded this side over here
Yeah.
where Ethan just tried to kick it to. We'll see if Fayetteville does it again. Yeah,
Yep,
here comes
here
an
we go.
onside kick. It
Oh,
takes another
here we
high
go.
bounce. Did it hit a
Oh,
Bentonville
it went out.
player?
It didn't go 10 yards. It didn't go 10 yards.
It's going to
before it
go
went
out of bounds. And so
Yeah.
Bentonville's going to get it. It looked like it might have hit a Bentonville player, but I think he was just able to avoid it.
Yeah, rats.
So the Tigers are going to get the ball with good field position here. 2:44 to play in the first quarter. Purple Dogs bring their best to the field each night, and Crane Buick GMC in Springdale brings their best every day as well. The best selection on new and pre-owned vehicles from trucks to SUVs like GMC Sierra, Yukon, Acadia, Buick Encore and Vision. The best inventory at the best prices and the best service hands down. Save thousands and lower your payments every single day for all of your vehicle needs. Crane Buick GMC in Springdale. It's a 5-yard penalty, so they'll move the ball up to the 41. That's where the Tigers will start with 2:44 to play first quarter. Slepecki in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers, takes the snap, play action, throws down the right side, and it's behind his intended receiver, done, incomplete. Will Price was applying pressure for Fayetteville, maybe made Slepecki throw it a little quicker than he wanted.
Rogers up on Springdale 20-7 with 2:25 to go in the first. Yeah, I like the fact we went ahead and tried to kick the onside kick again. I mean, I just thought they might switch sides at the last minute. Got the bounce, it just didn't go the 10 yards.
2 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left here for Bentonville on 2nd and 10 from its own 41. Now they move Dunn in motion to the left. Here's a snap. Slepecki steps up, throws, and that pass is incomplete. He alligator armed it. Will Price was again applying pressure for the Purple Dogs. Schmidt's the intended receiver. It's 3rd and 10.
Lucky for us, he did not see Irvin had given a juke to the defender and had about a 10-yard cushion down the Fayetteville sideline. He had juked Brody, and
so again, Fayetteville a chance to get off the field here with a 3-and-out. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. They need to get to the Fayetteville 49. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Ball off the right hash. Slepecki in the shotgun takes the snap. Fayetteville brings 3. Slepecki throws, and it is almost intercepted, incomplete. C.J. Bailey got his hands on the pass. That was intended for Schmitz. And Bentonville's going to go 3-and-out. Fayetteville's going to get the ball back here.
good job defense. A little delayed blitz there and able to get – I'll tell you what, if we can get pressure on him, he looks a little shaky when he gets pressure on him.
They got pressure on him right there with just 3. That was Kambaga Myers, the nose guard, who got pressure on him.
Yeah, it was good.
Cooper Nix back to punt this for the Tigers. Fayetteville bringing pressure. He gets it off against the rush. It's a high kick. Katavian Taylor has to let it bounce. It'll go inside the 20, inside the 15, and it'll roll down at about the 11-yard line. So for Fayetteville, we'll take it 1st and 10 with 2:17 to play in the first quarter. If Fayetteville can go down and score here, Blair, it feels like anybody's football game again.
Yes, it's a ball game again. We got to score.
Bentonville hit 3 big touchdown passes on its first 3 drives. Fayetteville came back and scored on its last possession. Katavian Taylor caught his 7th touchdown of the year. 17th touchdown pass, by the way, for Hank Hendricks. 17 touchdowns to 3 interceptions.
He's been good.
First down here for Fayetteville from its own 11-yard line. Here's a run, left side, and
there we go.
Johnson's going to get up across the 15 out to the 16-yard line.
That'll help the passing game with that element of the run that they've got to be honest and stay back for.
5-yard gain there for Caleb. 2nd and 5 as the clock runs under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Hendricks in the shotgun on 2nd down. He's got 4 wide receivers. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Bentonville brings 4. Hank steps up. Now he retreats, running to his right, lets it go deep downfield, and he's thrown it out of bounds. Incomplete.
And throwing it away, throw it well out of way so nobody can get it. So that was a good play by Hank. Hit their kind of medical tent. Shake some people up in there.
Fayetteville needs 5 yards, and it feels like for Fayetteville's momentum here, they need a first down.
Yes.
Fayetteville defense has been on the field a lot in this first quarter. If nothing else, you give them a little bit more of a breather.
Yeah,
3rd down, Hank Hendricks steps up against the blitz. Now he's going to run left side, and he's not going to get there.
No.
Thornton Meade made a nice tackle. Just a yard gain to the 17, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the punt team.
Thought he had a receiver on a slant, but I'm not sure that he saw him. They were kind of giving us a little cushion there on the right side.
So Cade Rogers comes back out to punt it for Fayetteville.
Needs a big one here.
He's got his heels planted at about the Purple Dog 2. Conrad Smith's back deep for Bentonville. He's standing at midfield. Patrick Alexander will snap. Cade gets off a punt, line drive away from Schmitz, and it touches him at the 41. He picks it up. He goes out of bounds across the 45. Will Price down there to run him out of bounds for Fayetteville. They'll mark Bentonville at the 46, and that's where the Tigers will take possession with 55 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Well, the Dogs, 5 first downs, 20 yards rushing, 114 through the air. The Tigers with 9 first downs, 81 yards rushing, 132 yards through the air. They're 2 of 3 on 3rd down. We're 1 of 3.
Fayetteville's had the ball for 4 possessions, just 1 touchdown. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Slepecki takes the snap on 1st down, gives it to Ficklin, running right. A flag is out. He's across midfield, 45, tripped up by Christian Bailey. I think this is coming back. It's going to be a holding penalty on the left side of the line. This is going to be against Bentonville. Here comes the call from Steve Schrum.
I like how he identifies the numbers.
I do too.
He's one of the few.
Yeah, we could use more like him.
Yes.
That penalty called against Gadati. He's the one who had the unnecessary roughness penalty earlier. Two receivers left side, 1 to the right here for the Purple Dogs. Or for the Tigers, I'm sorry, at their own 41. 2nd down, or 1st down. They give it to Ficklin. Runs right side across the 45, midfield. Ficklin tripped up at the Fayetteville 49. Cole Mobley with the stop for the Purple Dogs. And we're down inside 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Bentonville does not have to take another snap.
No, but I think they will. Long quarter.
That was an 11-yard gain for Ficklin. And it brings up 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense has got to be a little tired.
Down to 9 seconds. Bentonville going to try to get a snap off here. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and they're not going to get the snap off. So Pecky got him lined up, but looked like he looked toward the sideline, and maybe they gave him the red light.
Yeah.
1 quarter in the books here at Harmon Field. Bentonville leading Fayetteville 21-7. This is Purple Dog football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Back in Harmon Field, getting ready for the start of the second quarter with Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 21-7. The Tigers are at the Fayetteville 49. Two receivers left side, one to the right. Second down and 4. Slepecki in the shotgun. Ficklin is running back. Takes a snap. Here's the give. Ficklin starts up the middle, runs right, and he's got a first down across the 45. He'll be run out of bounds at about the 41-yard line.
He is a load.
C.J. Bailey made the stop for the Purple Dogs. 8-yard gain.
It's his 7th carry. He's got 72 yards rushing, so he's averaging roughly over 10 yards a carry.
Tigers at the Fayetteville 41. First down, Slepecki with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right. Takes a snap, hands it to Ficklin up the middle, and this time Ficklin will push the pile forward after he was hit at about the 39. He'll get forward to about the 37-yard line. Christian Bailey and Kendrick Williams in on the stop that time for the Purple Dogs. A 4-yard gain.
He can take some hits, man.
Brings up second down and 6.
We're hitting him, but he can absorb them. He's a rare breed.
11 and a half minutes to play in the first half. Tigers with second down and 6. They've got 2 running backs in here, 1 to each side of Slepecki. Now they bring Irvin in motion. They fake it to a running back, fake it to Irvin, throw it down the right sideline, and it is incomplete. Prego, the intended receiver. Cole Mobley and C.J. Bailey in coverage for Fayetteville. It brings up third down and 6.
Good coverage. He just flat out airmailed that one.
Drake Lindsay playing some Friday night football tonight for Minnesota. They're playing Nebraska right now.
Oh, yeah.
Nebraska's up on Minnesota 3-0. I saw at least one Minnesota sweatshirt in the stands tonight.
Was it? Oh, I forget what they're saying. Scoop.
I think they say lots of things.
Yeah, they do. PJ Fleck was talking about Drake on Full Ride on Sirius XM earlier this week. I'll tell you about it after the play.
Third down and 6 here for the Tigers at the Fayetteville 37. They move Ficklin in motion out to the right. Slepecki being pressured, gets away from C.J. Bailey, now throws. The pass is caught, and it's going to be a first down at the Fayetteville 28, falling out of bounds, and making the catch was Irvin.
Yeah. But Fleck was talking about how Drake, he thinks he's an elite quarterback, even though he's only had 6 games started in his career. He gets them in the right play. He knows what to do on third down, and he makes good decisions. He's like a coach on the field. Very high praise for Drake, so we wish him all the best.
On that third down play, C.J. Bailey had a free run at Slepecki, and Slepecki just sidestepped him at the right the right time.
Yeah, they tell you to go for the hip in that situation.
The Fayetteville 29, they hand it off to Ficklin across the 25, the 20, broken tackle, 15, at the 10, at the 5, touchdown Bentonville. What a run by Chris Ficklin. Tigers convert a third down, and then they run it in from 29. And they've gone back up by 3 scores here with just under 11 minutes to play in the half.
He is he's something special, no question about it. That puts him over 100 yards, I think. For the night, it does, 104. So he's a game changer. Everybody's looking for one of those.
Kylie Sally comes out for her 4th extra point attempt. She's perfect. They put the ball down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. 10:49 to play before halftime. The new score here at Harmon Field, Bentonville 28, Fayetteville 7. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
The GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC of Springdale, gives you that winning feeling when you get huge Crane cash discounts on the best selection of new high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Be the Crane cash champ and save on new Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, Encores, and more. All backed by the Crane commitment, including a 100-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now that's winning. That's the GM Giant. Crane Buick GMC of Springdale. Shop Crane Buick GMC of Springdale.com.
10:49 to play before halftime. Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 28-7. Katavian Taylor and Kenyon Johnson drop back deep for Fayetteville to return this kickoff from Gio Puga.
7 plays, 54 yards.
Puga puts a leg into it, and Taylor will take this from the 5.
Go.
Back across the 10, the 15, 20, 25, and out to the 28-yard line.
Oh, there's some.
A couple of players got tangled up at the end away from the play.
Yeah.
Second quarter brought to you by Dana Boring at Eagle Bank Mortgage. Now's the best time to buy your. Let me start that over. Now's the best time to kick off your goal of buying a home. Apply online today at danaboring.com. She and her team will get you to the end zone. Dana, D-A-N-A, Boring, B-O-R-E-I-N-G.com. Dana Boring at Eagle Bank Mortgage is a proud supporter of Purple Dog football.
And the end zone is where we need to put this drive.
Fayetteville from its own 28, 1st and 10, down 28-7. A flag comes out, and they're going to blow the play dead.
False start.
They're going to get Bentonville for offside.
Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it.
That'll move Fayetteville up to the 33. 1st down and 5 here for the Purple Dogs. 2 receivers to both sides. Hendricks in the shotgun. Garden is the running back again. Hank looking to throw. Pump fakes. Now he runs to his left, running out of time, and he's going to be sacked.
No. Terrence didn't pick up the block, or he didn't see the defender, and so it's going to be a sack.
Pearson took him down back at about the 27-yard line. Loss of 6 there. And Fayetteville loses the penalty yardage. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Yeah.
4 wide. Hendricks takes the snap. Quick pass out right side. Katavian Taylor's got it. Broke a tackle, but he's going to be taken down to the backfield. Yeah. Katavian got wrapped up quickly, got away from it, but he had to run backward to do it, and he's going to be tackled at the 23. That's a loss of 4 more, and it's 3rd and long for Fayetteville.
Yeah, it wasn't really a tackle, but it kind of slung him backwards and never really recovered. Man, they're getting pressure, even though they're with those 3 up front.
3rd down and 15, 4 wide receivers. Bentonville shows blitz. Hendricks takes the snap. Tigers just bring 3. Hank steps up, throwing deep downfield, looking for Charles Whitlow, and it is incomplete at the 20. There were 2 Fayetteville receivers and 3 Bentonville defenders there.
Man.
Pass incomplete, and Fayetteville's going to bring the punt team back out.
60 yards in the air. That was a heck of a throw.
Cade Rogers back to punt it for Fayetteville. Patrick Alexander is going to be the snapper for the Purple Dogs. Schmidt stands back deep for Bentonville at the Tiger 43.
Need a big boot off Cade's right foot here.
Rogers gets it off against the rush. There's a flag out. Schmitz takes it at the 44, and he'll give himself up near midfield. Flag out at the line of scrimmage, so we got to see what that's about. Looks like it's going to be an illegal formation against Fayetteville.
Oh, jeez.
Purple Dogs didn't have enough players on the line of scrimmage.
So if you're Bentonville, do you?
I think they'll decline this.
Yeah, just take the ball.
Tonight's broadcast of Purple Dog Football presented by Alex Baldwin State Farm, Fayetteville's #1 auto insurer, and by Ozarks Go, a telecommunications subsidiary of Ozarks Electric Cooperative, offering high-speed, reliable multi-gig internet for Northwest Arkansas.
Oh, speaking of which, the Alex Baldwin State Farm Players of the Week for the Northside game, Katavian Taylor and Will Caston. Congratulations, Katavian and Will. Alex, as you just heard, is your State Farm agent in Fayetteville, and he sponsored the Player of the Week for the Bulldogs since 2013. We appreciate his support.
Tigers have first down from their own 49. Boy, they've had great starting field position. Feels like every drive.
Yeah.
Slepecki takes the snap, hands it off to Ficklin, hitting the backfield and
There we
taken
go.
down by Spence Palladino. A loss of a yard back to the 48, and that'll get a big hand from the home crowd.
Well deserved. Good job, Spence. One play at a time, guys. Get back into this thing.
Second down for the Tigers at their own 48, 2nd and 11. Bentonville sends two receivers out to the left side, one to the right. Slepecki in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it to Ficklin again, up the middle, across midfield, 45. And he's going to have first down yardage near the Fayetteville 40-yard line. Takes a village to bring him down.
It does.
Players are all kinds of tangled up. Will Caston and Kendrick Williams were the first two to get there for Fayetteville.
Like a game of Twister untangling there at the 41.
Needed 11. He got 11. First down for the Tigers at the Fayetteville 41. Clock runs, 8:23 to play before halftime. Ficklin will get the call again here on first down, hitting the backfield. He'll fall forward for a yard, but a nice tackle by Will Caston and Will Price.
I mean, when those two come at you and you still get a yard, I mean, that's impressive because those two know how to wrap up and tackle.
2nd and 9 for the Tigers at the Fayetteville 40. We've gone under 8 minutes to play first half. Bentonville leading Fayetteville 28-7. Two receivers left side, one to the right. Slepecki in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to Ficklin up the middle. Ficklin, big hole across the 30, 25, inside the 20, and he's finally going to go down near the 19.
Jeez, he is just a beast.
Doesn't need much daylight.
He's like a mini Derrick Henry, you know?
I think there may be a flag. Oh, they're going to get Fayetteville with a face mask. A 5-yard face mask they'll get on Spence Palladino. That'll move Bentonville up 5 extra yards.
Jeez.
Will Price made that stop, by the way, for Fayetteville. He looks just absolutely gassed.
Oh, whoops.
First down for the Tigers. They're at the Fayetteville 14, 7.5 minutes to play in the half.
Whoops.
Bentonville with two receivers to the left side, one to the right. Ficklin, the running back. Slepecki in the shotgun. Brings a receiver in motion. This is done. They fake it to Ficklin. Slepecki throws over the middle. Touchdown, Bentonville. Conrad Schmitz with the touchdown catch right over the middle. Beat C.J. Bailey across the middle. And that's the 4th touchdown pass of the half for Slepecki.
Ugh.
Kylie Sally comes in to attempt the extra point for the Tigers. Curran McCauley will snap, and Jack Dunn will hold. Kick is up, and it's good. 7 minutes to play before halftime. It's all Bentonville. Tigers leading Fayetteville 35-7. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
7 minutes to play before halftime. Bentonville leading Fayetteville 35-7. The Tigers on to kick it away again. Puga, their kicker, has been busy. This will be his 5th kickoff of the night. This one's a high kick, and it will be fielded by Nicholson at the 28. He'll return it, but he'll only get to the 29 before he's taken down. Purple Dogs got a big 9th grade win on Monday night over Bentonville up at Tiger Stadium. 42-21 for the 9th grade team. You wonder with all the injuries for Fayetteville if they think about bringing up some of those 9th graders a little bit later in the year after their season is over.
Yeah.
They've got a 9th grader playing on the roster right now, Ethan Farthing, the kicker. Fayetteville from its own 29. Hendricks in the shotgun takes the snap on first down. And, boy, looks like some confusion here. Yeah. Hank's just going to have to run it to the left side, and he's going to get out of bounds over on the Bentonville sideline. Took a hit. Yeah. And no gain. They'll bring up second down. Looked like Hank was – I think he was looking to hand it off to somebody, Blair. They brought a receiver around. They had a running back there, too, and nobody seemed to want it. They did give Hendricks a yard out to the 30, so it'll bring up 2nd and 9. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Hendricks looking to throw. Dumps it off to the right side. This is Nicholson's got it. Broke a tackle across the 35. He'll be near the first down marker. I think he's just short. They'll mark him out at the 38, so it'll bring up 3rd down. 8-yard gain. It's 3rd down and 1. Connor Davis made the stop that time for Bentonville. Garden stays in as the running back here on 3rd down and a yard. They hand it to Terrence, who goes right side across the 40, 45, and he'll get across midfield onto the Bentonville side before he's taken down. A First Community Bank first down for the Purple Dogs.
That's a start.
They mark Garden at the Bentonville 49, so a 13-yard gain. Clock runs with 6:13 to play before the half. First down for Fayetteville here from the Tiger 49. Garden will get it again, goes left side across the 45. Broken tackle, he's at the 40, the 35, and he'll be taken down after another first down run. We'll see where they mark him. He'll be at the 32, so a 17-yard run for Terrence Garden, and another First Community Bank first down.
Nice job by Terrence. 3 carries, 44 yards.
2 receivers right side, 1 to the left here for Fayetteville at the Bentonville 32. Hendricks in the shotgun takes the snap, looking to pass. Tigers bring pressure. Hank steps up, throws over the middle, and he just overshot Whitlow. That would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that was 6.
Whitlow had a step on his defender, Maul. 2nd and 10, the incomplete pass stops the clock with 5:40 to play in the first half.
Rogers up on Springdale now, 35-14, 4:55 to go in the second quarter.
2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Cade Bride is in as the tight end. They hand it off to Garden, running right side. He's across the 30, the 25, and another good run from Terrence Garden.
He's running hard.
We'll see where they mark him again. He's going to be short of the first down, but shouldn't be more than a couple of yards. Yeah, they'll put it to 24, so it'll bring up 3rd and 2.
He is running hard. I like that. 4 carries, 52 yards, so he's averaging almost over 10 a carry.
Fayetteville up to the line quickly. Hendricks takes it, gives it to Garden. They go right side again. This is the same play across the 20, and he goes out of bounds with a first down. Run out of bounds by Julian Grundy. And another First Community Bank first down for the Purple Dogs. They are inside the Fayetteville Auto Park Toyota Chevy Red Zone.
You can get him on the edge and let him use his speed. He's a big-time weapon, as we've seen over the years.
Fayetteville at the Bentonville 19. 2 receivers right side, 1 to the left. They hand it to Caleb Johnson this time, and he's hitting the backfield and taken down for a loss. Eli Pearson got him. Loss of about a yard on the play, back to the 20.
Just wasn't much there.
Clock is running, 4:52 to play in the first half. Fayetteville trying to cut into a 35-7 deficit. 4 wide receivers for the Purple Dogs. Hendricks in the shotgun on second down. Takes the snap. Looks right. Pump fakes. Now throws toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Katavian Taylor in the end zone. That's 2 throws now that could have been touchdowns on this drive for Fayetteville. First one was not the best pass by Hendricks. Not a bad pass. He just missed on a deep ball to Whitlow. That one was right in Katavian's hands. He just couldn't pull it in.
He normally catches that one. I guarantee you he feels the worst of anybody on the field right now. Wants another chance.
So 3rd and 11 here for the Purple Dogs. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. At the Bentonville 20. Hendricks takes it against a 5-man rush, throws toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. Caught but out of bounds. Kenyon Johnson, the intended receiver. And now it'll be 4th down for Fayetteville. They'll keep the offense out on the field.
After that, the second down play, Katavian kind of turned the bench.
Here comes the field goal unit
again. Okay.
So Fayetteville's going to attempt a field goal instead of trying to go for it on 4th and 11. This will be a 37-yard attempt off the right hash mark. If Ethan Farthing makes this, it'd be the longest kick he's ever made. George Cooper will snap. Woodruff will hold, and we've got Farthing got that off, and he missed it to the left.
Yeah, he had the distance, though.
We're going to get Fayetteville with a false start. And so now, do you still feel like you're within Ethan Farthing's range?
Yeah, be close.
Bentonville had a defender that started back behind the line of scrimmage and started to run forward, and it caused one of Fayetteville's linemen on the right side to flinch. They're going to keep the field goal unit out here. They're going to try a 42-yard field goal off the right hash.
Okay.
Again, Cooper will snap. Woodruff will hold. Put the ball down. The kick is on the way, and it is no good. He was short and to the left. And Bentonville holds, and the Tigers will take the ball back with 4:24 to play in the half.
Yeah, that false start, that hurt. Because I think that moved us out of range. But it was worth the chance taken just to find out what his range is. Now I see Coach Casey down there challenging his offensive line. Challenges his team to rise to the challenge. Let's see if they respond. He is pleading with them.
4:24 to play in the half. Bentonville takes over at its own 20. Tigers have 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right. This is a wildcat formation. Prater runs to the right side, and he'll be knocked out of bounds after a short gain by Cole Mobley.
Nice.
Four-yard gain up to the 24 brings up 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Lepecki comes back in as the quarterback now.
So did the ball default to the 20 on the missed field goal?
I guess so.
Okay.
I thought it would have been where the knee was down for the holder, but they say otherwise.
Okay.
2nd and 6 here. And they'll hand it off to Prever running to the right side across the 25, 30, 35, 40, and he's loose across the 45. Broken tackle at midfield. The 40 of Fayetteville and run down from behind by Will Price. And it'll be 1st down for the Tigers. Prevo with a big run down to the Fayetteville 37.
Yeah.
A 39-yard gain there on that run. Bentonville up to the line quickly. 2 receivers left side, 1 right. Now they hand it to Ficklin, and he starts right, and he just falls down. Loss of a yard back to the 38, and it'll bring up 2nd and long.
Well, the Feltner Brother Big Hit Burgers this week going to Brody Jones, Jax Tidwell, Reese Knight, and Spence Palladino. 2768 North College in Fayetteville, 7 days a week, 11 to 9. Download the app, order carry out or curbside, and get your own Big Hit Burger.
Second and 11 here for the Tigers as the clock runs with 3:20 to play before halftime. Bentonville trying to get us into a mercy rule. Two receivers right side, one left. Play action. Slepecki looking, throwing. Ficklen's got it behind the line. He's got room across the 30, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Flag is out. Ficklin, did he get into the end zone? No signal.
No signal at all.
I think this is going to be a hold against Bentonville deep downfield. It probably is going to give them a first down, but the same official who threw the flag was the one who was responsible for signaling whether he went out of bounds or into the end zone. He never gave us an indication either way.
No, and they're spotting. It looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 11. So maybe he ran out of bounds. Okay.
So it's a 10-yard penalty from the 11-yard line. So they'll put it down at the 21. It'll be first down for Bentonville there with 3:03 to play in the half. It goes down as a 17-yard catch for Ficklin. Tigers have three receivers to the left side. A tight end to the left side of the formation, too. Slepecki in the shotgun. Takes the snap. And no, play action. They throw it left side. Dunn caught it. Almost went to the ground. Gets up across the 20. And he'll be taken down near the 18 by Mobley and C.J. Bailey.
I almost wonder if he was going to throw it and just kind of slipped. That just looked weird.
3-yard gain for the Tigers to the 18-yard line. It brings up 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run with 2:37 to play in the first half. Fayetteville trailing 35-7. Two receivers to the left side, one to the right. Slepecki drops into the shotgun with Ficklin as his running back. From the Fayetteville 18, takes the snap, play action. Slepecki rolls right, throws. It is caught by Grundy across the 10. Grundy at the 5. And it's going to be first and goal for Bentonville as Grundy gets down to the 3. Cole Mobley took him down for the Purple Dogs.
He is a big dude.
And here comes this monster package for Bentonville.
Yeah.
They bring every big guy off the bench that they got.
Yeah.
And the Wildcat quarterback was going to be Cam Thornton-Mead, the linebacker. He picked up a first down out of this package in the first quarter. I mean, the field is tilting with the size they've got over on the right side of the field. High snap, Thornton-Mead takes it, runs to the right, and he's going to run in, walk in for a touchdown. Mobley had a chance at him, but couldn't bring him down in the backfield. And Bentonville now up by 34. The extra point would give them a 35-point lead. And if that score held into the second half, we'd have a running clock.
Yeah. Jeremiah Williams lost his helmet on that play, so he's got to come out for the PAT.
Kylie Sally on for her 6th extra point attempt of the first half. Good snap, the ball's down, and the kick goes off the left upright. No good. So, only a 34-point lead for Bentonville. See if Fayetteville can maybe take advantage of that. 1:33 to play before halftime. Purple Dogs down 41-7. This is Purple Dog football.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of Me Banking, member FDIC.
Minute 33 to play here in the first half at Harmon Field. Fayetteville down 41-7 to Bentonville. The missed extra point keeps the mercy rule out of the equation for the time being.
7 plays, 80 yards on that drive.
High kick will be returned from the 26 by Nicholson across the 30, 35, 40, 45, and flung out of bounds. Is that not a penalty? Yeah.
There we go.
There's the flag. I mean, Nicholson was picked up and slammed onto the Bentonville sideline.
Oh, wait, do we have?
I think this is going to be a late hit on Bentonville, and it's going to give Fayetteville good field position.
Well, the Fayetteville coaches are. I wonder if there's an additional flag.
So the late hit out of bounds is going to be against Bentonville. That'll give Fayetteville the ball deep on the, I won't say deep on the Bentonville side, but well onto the Bentonville side of the field at the 37-yard line. 1:26 to play before halftime. I remember a playoff game many years ago, Blair. Shiloh Christian, and I think it was Nashville. That's when Kyle Frazier was the quarterback for the Saints. I'll tell you more in a second. 3 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Hank Hendricks takes the snap, rolls to the right, throws. The pass is caught across the 30 and out of bounds. Katavian Taylor near the first down marker, and he should have it. It is a First Community Bank first down on a 10-yard pass, an 11-yard pass to Katavian Taylor.
There we go.
Hendricks with 2 receivers left side, 2 to the right. Takes the low snap on first down. Bentonville bringing pressure. Hank gets away, and now he'll just have to fall down near the line of scrimmage. Clock will keep running with 1:12 to play in the half. In that playoff game between Shiloh and Nashville, Nashville was up by 35 in the first half. Shiloh scored a couple of late touchdowns before halftime, and then they came back and won. Wow. And under the mercy rule, had they been down by 35 at halftime, they wouldn't have had time to come back.
Yeah.
Hendricks throws to the right side. This is caught across the 20.
Close.
That looked like another late hit out of bounds, but no flag this time. Nicholson with the catch.
He's getting roughed up on this drive.
6-yard gain. It brings up 3rd down and 4, and the play out of bounds will stop the clock with 51 seconds.
Yeah, that's a great point because, if we can punch this in, you just never know.
Hendricks takes the snap, throws it out in the flat to Caleb Johnson. It's incomplete again. Second time that Caleb hasn't been able to bring in a pass into the flat.
Well, Hank kind of pump faked, and then the timing just went south from there. I think if he just immediately thrown it, they'd been all right.
Again, Fayetteville would have to turn things around here and hurry to even have a chance to win this game, but they do get the ball first in the second half. If they could score here, maybe they can make things interesting.
Yeah.
4 wide receivers from the Bentonville 20. This is 4th down. Hendricks throws, and it is incomplete, in and out of the hands of Nicholson.
Oh, man.
He would have had the first down. It's going to be a turnover on downs, and now Bentonville's going to take the ball back with 41 seconds to play in the half. Tigers still have all 3 of their timeouts. You would think they might be aggressive.
Yeah, I would think so too.
They had so much success hitting deep balls in the first quarter over the top of the Fayetteville defense.
They've gotten away from it.
You wonder if they may take another shot.
Yeah. Well, I think obviously you do that here. Do not let anybody get behind you, as we've seen. Easier said than done, but
41 seconds. Tigers start this drive from their own 20. All 3 timeouts remaining. Slepecki takes the snap, hands to Ficklin up the middle.
No.
Big hole across the 25, 30. He's got an angle. He's at the 40. Midfield, 1 player to beat at the 40, and Will Price knocks him out of bounds. At the Fayetteville 35. A 45-yard gain there for Ficklin. And now the Tigers are certainly within striking potential.
168 yards for Mr. Ficklin on 15 carries.
Bentonville, I don't know what kind of range their kicker has, but from here it'd be about a 48-yard field goal.
Yeah, it's pushing it.
2 receivers right side, 1 to the left. Slepecki takes the snap, being pressured, now dumps it off to Ficklin, a screen. He's got blockers across the 30, 25, 20, the 10, and out of bounds. That may be a late hit. C.J. Bailey drilled him over on the Bentonville sideline. They'll mark him out at the 6, no flag. But again, 29 yards, and for Ficklin, it seems like every time he gets the ball in his hands, it's going for 20.
Yeah. We can't get him down.
Boy, Bentonville with a chance to punch it in and wind that clock after all. 3 receivers right side. They've still got all their timeouts. They hand it to Ficklin running to the right. Ficklin is going to go in. There are 2 flags are out, though.
I think it's a hold.
It'll be a penalty against Bentonville. It's going to move the Tigers backward.
Yeah, he didn't get in the end zone.
Julian Grundy, the tight end, on the right side, flagged for holding.
Now, where was the hold at? The 5?
They'll put the ball down at the 14-yard line. 16 seconds to play in the half. Tigers have 4 wide receivers. Ficklin stays in as the running back. Slepecki in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Fayetteville brings a late blitz. Slepecki rolls to the right, throws to the end zone, touchdown. Jack Dunn brought it in. Cole Slepecki's thrown 5 first-half touchdown passes, and the Tigers are up 47-7. We're going to have a mercy rule after all.
Tough night.
Fayetteville's defense has only gotten off the field 1 time in this first half. Tigers have scored on 7 of their 8 possessions.
And relatively quick drives at that.
Bentonville's going to have to spend a timeout. The kicker
was not ready.
I think she forgot her tee and had to go back over to the sideline to retrieve it. And play clock was just running down a little too far. We'll stay here. 10 seconds to play in the half. Fayetteville down 47-7.
That was 7 plays, 80 yards. They have amassed 21 first downs, 241 yards rushing, 252 through the air. Wow. Almost 500 yards of offense. And big plays. I mean, only 3 of 5 from third down, which is good, but I mean, you've only got them on third down 5 times.
This is one of those losses that's going to be kind of sobering for Fayetteville. They're not used to getting it laid on them like this very often.
No.
This is going to be in the range of maybe the worst loss they've had under Casey Dick if they don't get some points back in the second half.
Yeah, there'll be some challenging in the locker room at halftime.
Kylie Sally on for another extra point. She banged the last one off the left upright. Ball's down, kicks on the way, and this one is good. 9 seconds to play in the first half. Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 48-7. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
The roof is a home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Fayetteville down 48-7. Just 10 seconds left in the first half.
Been a tough night.
High kick, returnable from the 29. This is Nicholson across the 30, 35, and he'll get out to the 37-yard line. 7 seconds to play in the first half. Fayetteville comes out here. The Purple Dogs have 2 timeouts, but kind of would be surprised if they're too aggressive here, Blair.
No, I think you just. I don't know. You want to set a tone. I mean, Show some moxie.
Bentonville, they've got like a cover 5. They got 5 safeties back 50 yards downfield.
Yeah, eat the captain.
They'll hand it off to Terrence Garden. He'll run across the 40, 45, and Terrence will have a First Community Bank first down up to the 48-yard line, and the time has expired on the first half. All Bentonville here at Harmon Field. The Tigers lead Fayetteville 48-7 at halftime. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
Looking for homes in Fayetteville? Looking for a lakefront property in northwest Arkansas? A cattle operation? Hunting land? We've got you covered. United Country NWA Real Estate relies on a proven blend of local expertise and national marketing to serve our clients. We've served Fayetteville since 1928 and proudly support our Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. Find your freedom with NWA Real Estate.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
The GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC of Springdale gives you that winning feeling when you get huge Crane cash discounts on the best selection of new high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Be the Crane cash champ and save on new Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, Encores, and more. All backed by the Crane commitment, including a 100-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now that's winning. That's the GM Giant. Crane Buick GMC of Springdale. Shop Crane Buick GMC of Springdale.com.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of me banking. Member FDIC.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Looking for homes in Fayetteville? Looking for a lakefront property in northwest Arkansas? A cattle operation? Hunting land? We've got you covered. United Country NWA Real Estate relies on a proven blend of local expertise and national marketing to serve our clients. We've served Fayetteville since 1928 and proudly support our Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. Find your freedom with NWA Real Estate.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
The GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC of Springdale gives you that winning feeling when you get huge Crane cash discounts on the best selection of new high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Be the Crane cash champ and save on new Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, Encores, and more. All backed by the Crane commitment, including a 100-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now that's winning. That's the GM Giant. Crane Buick GMC of Springdale. Shop Crane Buick GMC of Springdale.com.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today, and I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of me banking. Member FDIC.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Looking for homes in Fayetteville? Looking for a lakefront property in Northwest Arkansas? A cattle operation? Hunting land? We've got you covered. United Country NWA Real Estate relies on a proven blend of local expertise and national marketing to serve our clients. We've served Fayetteville since 1928 and proudly support our Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. Find your freedom with NWA Real Estate.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
And we're back at Harmon Field. It's halftime. Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 48-7. Some scores from around the 7A West.
West leads Harbor 17-14 at halftime. Rogers leads Springdale 49-14. Can't find a. Where is? Well, I'm trying to get the Conway scored, and they're running like a mini series or something. So I will try to find Northside as I talk out loud. Northside and Heritage. That could have some playoff implications.
It could, although it probably won't. I would think that those two probably going to be the last two in the conference.
Be out. Yeah, the loser will be out of it for sure. Wow, not a lot of they just had a graphic up. I think they've had 4 first downs in the entire first half. Wow, no, that can't be right. 27-13 Heritage. And that's at Heritage. So, yeah, 27-13 is the last score I've got on that one.
You know, for Fayetteville, the loss tonight is going to mean that the Purple Dogs are going to be right there on the edge of, like we're so used to having first-round playoff football here at Harmon Field. Blair, there's no guarantee what's going to happen over the last few weeks. You would assume that Fayetteville would go up to Heritage and take care of business, but Springdale, that's going to be a tough game next week.
Yep.
Harbor's going to be a tough game here the next time the Purple Dogs are at home in 3 weeks. If they slip up in either of those games against the Springdale schools, they're going to be going on the road in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to be. There are no. Did Cabot and PA play last night? No, that's tonight. Okay. Oh, their stream stopped. That's what it was. Yeah, I mean, there's no gimmies. Wow, Cabot and PA are tied at halftime, 14 each. That's a little bit of a surprise.
Some college football scores. Drake Lindsay in Minnesota playing Nebraska right now. That game's at halftime in Minneapolis. Minnesota scored a late touchdown in the second quarter to go up 7-6 on Nebraska. Drake in that game right now, he's 8 of 10 for 52 yards.
Wow.
Not a whole lot of offense in this game. Nebraska's quarterback not faring a whole lot better. And then a game that a lot of eyes are on, I'm sure, right now. Miami is losing to Louisville 17-13. That game in the fourth quarter in Miami.
Wow, that is surprising. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for PJ to turn Drake loose. Bryant's only up 14-0 on Southwest. They're now in the third quarter. That can't be right.
Minnesota's a little bit of a conservative offense, and it's been that way.
Yeah.
Since Fleck got there. But we'll see if Drake Lindsay can pull off the win on a Friday night against Nebraska. Hey, we may be able to get home and see the end of that one with the way that this second half clock's going to run.
Yeah.
Fayetteville down 48-7 against Bentonville. We'll be back again in just a moment. This is Purple Dog Football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
The GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC of Springdale gives you that winning feeling when you get huge Crane cash discounts on the best selection of new high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Be the Crane cash champ and save on new Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, Encores, and more. All backed by the Crane commitment, including a 100-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now that's winning. That's the GM Giant. Crane Buick GMC of Springdale. Shop Crane Buick GMC of Springdale.com.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of me banking. Member FDIC.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Looking for homes in Fayetteville? Looking for a lakefront property in Northwest Arkansas? A cattle operation? Hunting land? We've got you covered. United Country NWA Real Estate relies on a proven blend of local expertise and national marketing to serve our clients. We've served Fayetteville since 1928 and proudly support our Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. Find your freedom with NWA Real Estate.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
The GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC of Springdale gives you that winning feeling when you get huge Crane cash discounts on the best selection of new high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Be the Crane cash champ and save on new Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, Encores, and more. All backed by the Crane commitment, including a 100-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now that's winning. That's the GM Giant. Crane Buick GMC of Springdale. Shop Crane Buick GMC of Springdale.com.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball, but as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of me banking. Member FDIC.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. only at Slim Chickens.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
Looking for homes in Fayetteville? Looking for a lakefront property in Northwest Arkansas? A cattle operation? Hunting land? We've got you covered. United Country NWA Real Estate relies on a proven blend of local expertise and national marketing to serve our clients. We've served Fayetteville since 1928 and proudly support our Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. Find your freedom with NWA Real Estate.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
The GM Giant, Crane Buick GMC of Springdale gives you that winning feeling when you get huge Crane cash discounts on the best selection of new high-quality Buicks and GMCs. Be the Crane Cash Champ and save on new Sierras, Yukons, Enclaves, Encores, and more. All backed by the Crane commitment, including a 100-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Now that's winning. That's the GM Giant. Crane Buick GMC of Springdale. Shop Crane Buick GMC of Springdale.com.
Family teaches us to value what we have. It's not about living under one roof. It's about staying connected, no matter where we are. Ozarks Go, keeping you connected to what matters most.
And we're back at Hartman Field as we get ready for the start of the second half. Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 48-7. Purple Dogs going to get the ball first in the second half. We're going to have a running clock here after halftime.
It's tough. I mean, the juice is kind of out of the building. You're fighting for pride at this point.
Yeah.
And
the other thing is that
not used to being in this situation.
If you're Fayetteville, you're already so beat up that I wonder how much run the starters get here in the second half. You don't want to get a starter dinged up in a situation where they're not going to have a chance to win, and then it hurts you down the road for the the conference games that still matter.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot to play for, playoff positioning, and that's a great question. And it's a chance for some of these younger kids to get some in-game experience. So we'll see.
Second half kickoff brought to you by Square One Trust Incorporated, a wood truss manufacturing facility serving Northwest Arkansas, Southwest Missouri, and Eastern Oklahoma. SquareOneTrust.com.
Recapping the scores: Bryan up 24-0 on Southwest. Cabot and PA tied at 14. Conway up 41-0 on Central, and North Little Rock leads Little Rock Christian 21-0.
Kenyon Johnson and Katavian Taylor back deep for Fayetteville. Taylor's going to be able to return this from the 5. Back across the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and Katavian Taylor will be taken down there.
Okay. To start.
They've stopped the clock already. I don't understand why.
I need to ask somebody that.
Get
the clarification on how exactly that works. I guess
I honestly think it's at. I don't think it's supposed to be at the discretion of the clock keeper.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times it is.
Well, he just whistled the clock and it's still not going.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It will eventually. 4 wide receivers here for Fayetteville from the 26. They wind it now. Hank Hendricks takes the snap out of the shotgun. Quick pass out right side. Katavian Taylor's got it across the 30 and out to the 33. They put it at the 34, so it's second down and 2 here for Fayetteville. Caleb Johnson's going to get the call across the 35 out to the 40, and that will be a First Community Bank first down with a 6-yard gain. From the 40 on first down, here's a pass out left side. Kenyon Johnson's got it across the 45, and lucky that wasn't a late hit against Bentonville, as Johnson, he never went down to the ground, but he got thumped a little late. 5 yards out to the 45. It brings up 2nd and 5.
I'm having a rough night keeping stats. I don't know why.
4 wide here. Hank Hendricks going to go deep off the pump fake. It's caught by Katavian inside the 20 and down inside the 15. It'll be a First Community Bank first down for the Purple Dogs.
Nice.
Inside the Fayetteville Auto Park Toyota Chevy red zone.
Beautiful.
See where they set the ball. They put it down at the 12. So that's a 43-yard gain for Katavian. And the Purple Dogs have first down. 3 receivers right side, 1 to the left. Hendricks takes it, hands it off to Caleb Johnson, runs right side. He's across the 10, and he'll fall forward to about the 8 with a gain of 4.
Nice run. Let's see what Hank's numbers are. 14 of 26 for 188.
Three receivers to the left side, 1 to the right for Fayetteville here. Hank Hendricks in the shotgun. Looks toward the sideline after giving a hard count. Nine and a half minutes to play third quarter. Hendricks going to run it right side. Now pitch it late to Caleb Johnson. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at about the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, lost one.
Connor Davis with the tackle there for the Tigers. Third down here for Fayetteville. Purple Dogs need to get to the 2-yard line. 3rd down and 7. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. Hendricks brings Nicholson in motion toward the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap. Hank being pressured. And now he lets it go, and the pass is intercepted.
Yep.
He was trying to hit Kenyon Johnson in the front of the end zone, and it was intercepted instead. Taken away by Mason Meyer. And that's just the 4th interception this year for Hank Hendricks, and just kind of indicative of how this game has gone for Fayetteville.
Yeah. He had Katavian. He didn't see Meyer coming running in, but he read it the whole way. The clock stopped.
8:42 to play third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Nutriment. For all your lawn service needs, call Nutriment now, 479-365-2222. Nutriment's a proud supporter of Purple Dog football. Bentonville going to take over here at its own 2.
They're short a player.
Tigers going to bring a lineman out late. I wonder if they have to take a timeout to avoid a delay of game.
Well.
And they do. Timeout taken by the Tigers. 8:17 to play third quarter. The Purple Dogs down 48-7. This is Fayetteville football.
My story isn't that different from a lot of people that grew up in a small town. My dream was always to play baseball. But as a kid, it's hard to prove yourself when you're so far away from the big leagues. When no one else thought I was good enough, our community did. From family to friends, coaches, and local businesses, my community built me into the player that I am today. And I'm just getting started.
When you have the support of a community, anything is possible.
First Community Bank, where community comes first.
Across the state of Arkansas, Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville join you in cheering on our favorite teams. We applaud that extra effort that makes our schools and activities an important part of our communities, more now than ever. Working as a team to make our communities better by helping you reach your goals, that's what happens at Farmers and Merchants Bank and the Bank of Fayetteville, home of me banking. Member FDIC.
Back in Fayetteville, 8:14 and counting, third quarter. Purple Dogs down 48-7. Bentonville facing first down from its own 2-yard line. Tigers are working clock. They're going to run this thing down to about inside of 5 seconds on the play clock before they take the snap. We got some new players out here for Bentonville. They run to the left side, and
not much there.
Pratt on the carry, first time that we've seen him. Bentonville pretty much got its entire second team in offensively. Looks like Evan Canode is their quarterback. We saw him in the JV game Monday night.
Yep. They've got Rogers next week. That'll be a monster game in the conference.
Might be a lot of points scored in that one.
Yeah. Grab a popcorn and a 5-hour energy. And
you might need all 5 hours of that with as many points as they've got the potential to score.
Man.
Canode in the shotgun here on second down. Takes it, hands it off to Pratt. Big hole across the 5, the 10, and out near the 15. This is going to be a first down for the Tigers as they mark him down at the 14-yard line. Tonight's broadcast of Purple Dog Football presented by Alex Baldwin State Farm, Fayetteville's #1 auto insurer, and by Ozarks Go, a telecommunications subsidiary of Ozarks Electric Cooperative, offering high-speed, reliable multi-gig internet for Northwest Arkansas. Bentonville's still going to work a lot of clock here, down to 11 seconds on the play clock. The Tigers, I mean, it's very obvious what they're doing. If they keep picking up first downs, Blair, they may run out the rest of this quarter on this drive. Here's a run. Platt goes right side, and he'll get up near the 20 before he's taken backward. A gain of 6.
I don't know. That's almost more agonizing, isn't it? That they're just slowly.
Yeah. Mellow Mushrooms, home to great pizzas, salads, and calzones, plus a full bar with 27 drafts on tap. Locally owned and operated since 2008 at 1460 East Augustine Lane, mellowmushroom.com. Still 15 seconds on the play clock. By the way, this Louisville-Miami game is getting very interesting now with Louisville up 24-13 about midway through the fourth quarter.
And the ball.
Second down and 6 here, second and 4, I'm sorry, and Bentonville's going to run. Pratt again, and this time he's going to be wrestled down in the backfield. Spence Palladino took him down back at the 17. It's a loss of 3, and now it'll be fourth down. Or third down, I'm sorry. Bank of Fayetteville is a bank in your corner and a proud supporter of Purple Dog football. Third down and we'll call it 9 for Bentonville. Or correction, it'll be third down and 7 here for the Tigers. They need to get to the 24. Down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Bentonville begins to line up. Will they pass it at all?
Good question.
2 seconds, 1 second. Cano just does get it off. They'll go play action. He rolls right, throws it. It's caught across the 30. A flag comes out at the very end of this play. It was caught by the tight end, Ethan Hoffman. But we got to see what the penalty is. It was thrown from the secondary, Blair, almost like it would be a hold, maybe an eligible receiver downfield.
Ooh.
Well, it's a personal foul against Fayetteville. They don't give any clarification as to what it is. They called it against C.J. Bailey, just a personal foul.
Jeez.
And so the big pass play plus the penalty yardage will move Bentonville up to its own 46. 4:39 to play third quarter. Tigers up 48-7. So 17-yard completion plus a 15-yard penalty on Fayetteville. Purple Dogs will be away from Harmon Field for the next 2 weeks. Going to go to Springdale next week for the Battle of the Bulldogs. And then on Halloween night, they'll be at Rogers Heritage. 2 receivers to the right side. Canode takes the snap on first down, gives it to Platt, running left side across the 45 of Fayetteville and down near the Fayetteville 40.
Ooh, Miami has cut it to 3.
Mike Stout on the stop there for Fayetteville. 14-yard gain for Pratt. Clock continues to run, 3:39 to go third quarter.
They just swapped out the entire offensive line, didn't they? It looked like it.
Down to 5 on the play clock. Canode takes the snap, hands it off. Pratt goes left side, and he'll be wrestled down after a short gain. Spence Palladino and Will Price making the stop for Fayetteville. They'll give him forward progress up to the 38-yard line, 2-yard gain. Brings up second down and 8. United Country NWA Real Estate has been serving Fayetteville, Madison, and Washington County since 1928, selling homes, farms, recreational properties, and land. They're a proud supporter of the Purple Dogs. You can visit them online at nwahomeandfarm.com. Second down. Canode on play action, rolls right, and he's going to be sacked. Will Caston's got him back around the 45-yard line. Bentonville trying to catch Fayetteville sleeping after all those running plays. Will Caston didn't fall for it. He's got 5.5 sacks this year. That'll be a loss of 7 back to the 45. It's going to be third down and 15.
Nice job by Will. I saw he's going to take an official visit tomorrow to across the street.
Okay.
For the Arkansas A&M game as a visitor of Arkansas.
He's been taking a lot of those this year to different schools.
Yes, he has.
Third and 15. They're just going to run. Pratt starts up the middle, goes left side. He'll get to the 40 before he's taken down by Will Caston. A 5-yard gain, and it brings up 4th and 10 now for the Tigers.
Both Will and Hank are taking official visits to Arkansas. Hey, why? I mean, they don't cap it how many you can take anymore, do they?
I don't know if they do or not. I'm not sure.
I'd take a
of
visit
course,
to Hawaii myself.
For Will and Hank, they both have dads who work over there. It's
it's not like they haven't seen it before.
And it's not like they couldn't get tickets anyway, but might as well take it in.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
4th and 10 here. Tigers at the Fayetteville 40. Need to get to the Purple Dog 30. Down to 4 seconds on the play clock. 2 seconds, 1 second. And Bentonville's going to use its second timeout with 1:03 to play in the third quarter. Autoplex Collision Repairs committed to providing the best customer service through every step of the repair process. They've got locations throughout Northwest Arkansas. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today. Bentonville leads Fayetteville 48-7. This is Purple Dog football.
Get your taste buds ready, because we're bringing all the drip and none of the drama with our new sauced and tossed tender bites. They're juicy, crispy, and sauced like a boss. Bite into your new obsession. Only at Slim Chickens.
The roof is the home's main defense against the elements, so services like upkeep, repairs, and upgrades are vital. David's Roofing is the only roofing contractor in Northwest Arkansas that has the prestigious Select Shingle Master rating from Certainty. With David's Roofing, your roof is in good hands.
1:03 to play third quarter. Fayetteville down 48-7 to Bentonville. The Tigers will bring the punt team out after calling that timeout. Cooper Nix drops back deep to punt this for Bentonville. Katavian Taylor stands on about his own 15 for Fayetteville. Nix on the Bentonville 45. Fayetteville brings a little bit of pressure. Nick's able to get it off. It's a high kick up in the air, and that will go into the end zone for a touchback with 50 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter.
Let you know we had multiple winners of the Big Hit Burger from Feltner Brothers For the north side game, Brody Jones, Jax Tidwell, Reese Knight, and Spence Palladino. 2768 North College in Fayetteville, 7 days a week, 11 to 9 p.m. Download the Feltner Brothers app and order carryout or curbside from your phone.
Down to 40 seconds to play third quarter. Fayetteville will keep its first offense out on the field. Hank Hendricks in the shotgun takes the snap on first down. Hands it off to Caleb Johnson running right. He's going to be taken down to the backfield. Loss of a yard back to the 19. And that may be the final play of the quarter if Fayetteville wants to play it that way. They don't have to take another snap. Down to 15 seconds, 14. Kind of slow playing this a little bit. Still 8 seconds, 7. Hendricks gets the offense lined up. 3 receivers to the left side, 3 on the clock, 2 seconds. Hank just does get the snap off. This will be the final play of the quarter. Throws, caught by Katavian Taylor, and he steps out of bounds at the 28 with a gain of 9 yards. 1 quarter left to play here at Harmon Field. Fayetteville trailing Bentonville 48-7. This is Purple Dog football on the Fayetteville Sports Network.
Looking for homes in Fayetteville? Looking for a lakefront property in northwest Arkansas? A cattle operation? Hunting land? We've got you covered. United Country NWA Real Estate relies on a proven blend of local expertise and national marketing to serve our clients. We've served Fayetteville since 1928 and proudly support our Fayetteville High School Bulldogs. Find your freedom with NWA Real Estate.
At Mellow Mushroom, we use single-source Appalachian spring water for our out-of-this-world crust. But you didn't need to know that. You'll taste the difference. I mean, it'd be brilliant if you did know that. Come to think of it, you definitely know now, because I just told you.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Started the fourth quarter, Fayetteville facing 3rd down and 2 from its own 28-yard line. Hank Hendricks has 3 receivers left side, 1 to the right, turns around, hands it off. Caleb Johnson is across the 30 and out to the 32. It's a First Community Bank first down for the Purple Dogs. Good to see Caleb Johnson getting some work here tonight.
Yeah, a couple linemen are hobbling around. That's not good.
First down here for Fayetteville from its own 32. Hendricks takes the snap. Bentonville brings a blitz. Hank steps away from it, rolls right, throws deep downfield, incomplete. Throw it out of bounds.
Tell you, last week's Alex Baldwin State Farm Players of the Game for the Northside game, Katavian Taylor on offense and Will Caston on defense. Congratulations to Katavian and Will. Alex is sponsored Bulldog Player of the Week since 2013. We appreciate his support of Purple Dog football. CallAlexBaldwin.com is his website.
2nd and 10 for Fayetteville from the 32-yard line. Hendricks in the shotgun takes the snap, hands off to Caleb Johnson, runs right side, and he's going to be hit and knocked out of bounds. A flag came out. I think this may be a hold against Fayetteville. Well, they figure it out. We'll tell you the fourth quarter is brought to you by Everett Infinity of Northwest Arkansas, your hometown luxury dealership in Rogers. Everett Infinity is a proud supporter of Purple Dog football from the first kickoff to the final whistle. Visit them in Rogers or online at InfinityNWA.com. Everett Infinity of Northwest Arkansas. Discover the difference. It was a hold against Fayetteville, so that'll move the Purple Dogs back. 10-17 to play. It has been all Bentonville in this game. The Tigers scored on their 4th play of the game, and Fayetteville just never has caught up. Hank Hendricks takes the snap on 2nd and long, throws down the middle, and is picked at the 44, back across the 40, 35, and down to the 31-yard line. Intercepted by Aiden McCarthy. He was trying to find Kenyon Johnson on the seam right down the middle and underthrew him. 13-yard return there for the Tigers. And they're set up nicely with under 10 minutes left to play in this game. Purple Dogs bring their best to the field each night, and Crane Buick GMC in Springdale brings their best every day as well. Best selection on new and pre-owned vehicles from trucks to SUVs like GMC Sierra, Yukon, Acadia, Buick Encore and Vision. The best inventory at the best prices and the best service hands down. Save thousands and lower your payments every single day. For all your vehicle needs, Crane Buick GMC in Springdale. Canode brings the Bentonville offense back out on first down at the Fayetteville 31. Hands it off to Pratt. He'll go left side, hitting the backfield, and going to be slung down for a loss. Will Caston made the stop for Fayetteville. Will Price tripped him up, and Will Caston finished him off.
Will a little slow getting up.
Will Price, that is, and he's been all over the field tonight.
Yeah, those two. Those two are active.
Second down, Pratt, it's a new running back, tripped up in the backfield, taken down by Caden Walters. It was Desi Hendrick with the carry. That'll be a loss back to the 35. Third down and long upcoming here for Bentonville. It's like Caleb Johnson might be dealing with a cut on his face. Got a towel covering it up. Looks like they're preparing some sort of bandage to put on him. Third down here for the Tigers. They need to get to the Fayetteville 21. Third down and 14. Down to 1 second on the play clock. They didn't get the snap off. And did Bentonville take a timeout, or are we going to get a flag? It'll be a delay of game against Bentonville. So that'll move the Tigers back to the 40. It'll also reset the play clock, and they'll be able to work a little bit more of the game clock. .7:54 and counting to play fourth quarter. Bentonville up 48-7. Tigers facing third down and 19. I'm sorry here. They need to get to the Fayetteville 21. Play action. Canode throws right side. That pass is caught, falling down inside the 30. Making the catch that time for the Tigers was Blake Stroud. Brody Long made the stop for Fayetteville. It's fourth down as they put the ball down at the 26-yard line. So 4th and 5 upcoming here for the Tigers.
Jungle drums beat in the background.
2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers here on fourth down. Canode takes the snap, rolling to his left, being pressured backside, got away, gets across the 25, the 20, and he's going to give himself up out of bounds with a first down run up to the 14-yard line.
Thought we had him.
He rolled away from where the pressure was coming from. And the Tigers convert this first down. They'll mark him out at the Fayetteville 15. 6.5 minutes and counting. Bentonville will be able to run a little bit more clock here. They don't have to take a snap until it's inside about 6:15 to play. Canode takes it, hands it off to Pratt. He'll go left side, and he's going to be taken down by Jax Tidwell. Gain of a yard. Brings up second and long. Fayetteville won't be back here at Harmon Field until 3 weeks from tonight when they play Springdale Harbor in the regular season finale.
It'll be an interesting week to see how they respond.
Canode in the shotgun. Takes a snap on second down, hands it off to Pratt, and he'll be pushed back at about the line of scrimmage. Slayton Kambonga Myers and Jax Tidwell combined to take him down.
Nice.
No gain, and it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Fans trying to get him fired up.
Third down and 9 for the Tigers. They need to get to the Fayetteville 5 to pick up a first down. Down to 8 on the play clock, inside of 5 minutes to play. Canode, the quarterback, in the shotgun, looking to throw. Tries to set up a screen now left side. This is Hendrick. He's hit at the 10 and taken down as a flag comes out. Will Caston with a big hit, or I'm sorry, Will Price with a big hit over on the Bentonville sideline.
Kind of think this will be a hold. Deny it, right? Well, no, you'd push him back.
So it's a hold against Bentonville, and Fayetteville elects to take the penalty yardage. And so it'll make it 3rd down and long, 3rd down and longer, maybe the way to say it. They put the ball down at the 21. The hold was so far downfield that it's only going to end up being about a 7-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. I thought it was automatic 10 from the spot of the foul.
3rd and 16 here from the Fayetteville 21. Play action, Canode rolls to his right, throwing toward the end zone, and it is incomplete. He was looking for the receiver who had beaten the Fayetteville defensive back, Blake Stroud, the intended receiver there. Now it's 4th down. Looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit out and try for a long field goal. This is Gio Puga will line up for this field goal. He is not their extra point kicker. Kylie Sally handles their extra points. This will be a 37-yard attempt off the left hash mark. It's up, and it is good.
Plenty of leg.
Yeah, plenty of leg. That would have been good from a lot further than 37 yards. So 3 minutes to play.
Oh, we got flags.
Oh, a flag out.
Hold on.
Oh, they had too many players on the field. They're going to have to push them back.
Oh.
Well, it was plenty of leg from the 37. I think they might just keep the field goal unit out here, Blair.
Yeah. Whoops. Okay. So the dead ball penalty. Illegal participation. So.
Well, they've marked them back very far. I mean, this is.
Is that a 15-yard penalty?
They've marked off 15 yards here.
Wow.
That's going to make this a 53-yard field goal attempt off the left hash.
Wow.
Let's see what kind of leg Puga has. Ball's down, kick is on the way, and it is no good, just short of the crossbar. I don't understand why that was a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that was.
But Fayetteville will be the beneficiary of it.
It's like
and
my
the
math.
Purple Dogs get the ball back with 1:56 to play. Remember, Springdale had a kid hit a 56-yarder last week in their game against Tarbor.
And I was told that had plenty of distance.
I saw a replay. It did.
Yeah. But then he's missed some extra points, so. Or he's had some extra points blocked or something. But, yeah, kind of wild. Wow.
Might be like one of those three-point shooters who can't hit free throws, but they can hit it from 30.
Yeah. He's great from long range, but, yeah, get him up short, it's dicey.
And Kendrick stays in as the quarterback for Fayetteville. Looks like he's going to finish this game. They hand it off to Terrence Garden. He'll run up the middle up to about the 24. Gain of 4. And it brings up second down. Tonight's broadcast of Purple Dog Football presented by Alex Baldwin State Farm, Fayetteville's #1 auto insurer, and by Ozarks Go, a telecommunications subsidiary of Ozarks Electric Cooperative, offering high-speed, reliable multi-gig internet for Northwest Arkansas. Inside 90 seconds to play. Garden will get the call again. He'll go right side across the 25, the 30, And this will be a First Community Bank first down as Terrence Garden is run out of bounds at the Fayetteville 37-yard line. Gain of 13. And the clock will continue to run with 1:05 to play. Hendricks in the shotgun on first down from the 37, gives it to Terrence Garden, starts up the middle, goes right, and he may have lost a yard.
Yeah. No, I think they're going to give him the line of scrimmage. That will give him 9 carries, 85 yards.
Fayetteville only has to take one more snap here as we are inside of 30 seconds to play. Hendricks in the shotgun, 2 receivers left side, 2 to the right. He'll go play action, looking deep downfield, looking for Kenyon Johnson at the 20. He's got it
sir.
At the 10, the 5, touchdown Fayetteville.
All right.
Purple Dogs with a 63-yard touchdown pass over the top. And that might take a little bit of the bad taste out of their mouth for a moment.
Yeah.
Hank Hendricks with his 18th touchdown pass of the year. Kenyon Johnson with his 7th touchdown reception.
16 of 31 tonight for Hank, 260 yards, 2 scores, 2 picks.
George Cooper will snap. William Woodruff will hold. Ethan Farthing on for an extra point. Put the ball down. Kick is on the way. And it is good. That was an Anchor Point extra point for Comprehensive Wealth Management. Call Jeremy Forbes at Anchor Point Financial, anchorpointadvisors.com. Touchdown brought to you by Alex Baldwin State Farm. Fayetteville's #1 auto insurer is on the web at callalexbaldwin.com, and that's the end of the game. They've run the clock.
Oh, okay.
And we are done here at Harmon Field. Final score, Fayetteville falls to Bentonville tonight, 48-14. The Tigers remain undefeated. They're 7-0, 4-0 at 7A West play. Fayetteville drops to 3-4 overall. 1-3 in conference play. Fayetteville will play Springdale next week up at Gerald Williams Bulldog Stadium in Springdale. It'll be the Battle of the Bulldogs, a rivalry that's been going on for over 100 years. And it should be a good one next week. Springdale's got a good football team. Fayetteville will play at Springdale and Heritage before finishing the regular season here with a game against Springdale Harbor in 3 weeks. Again, the final score tonight, Bentonville beats Fayetteville 48-14. We'll see you next week in Springdale. Have a great weekend, everybody.